I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. West Ham 4, AEK Larnaca 0. What can I say? Job done. Very good performance. They were an absolute shambolic side. I ain't gonna lie. And we done what we had to do. We scored some really good goals. Jared Bowen tonight very much impressed me. And Scamacca silences a few doubters tonight, I must say. I'll go through my sort of afterthought before I wait for the lads to turn up. We come at the traps and we just look the better side. Let's be honest. We're a much better side than them, and this gives me a bit more optimism for the games coming up in the future. Scamacca scores really good first time goal. It's what he needed, and yeah. Listen, we go 1-0 up, and it's a really good goal from Janet Scamacca. Then Jared Bowen scores another one straight after half time, which is another good thing. Let's get this man in, Lucas. Lucas, what are you saying for that tonight, mate? I'll just say about Jared Bowen's second goal.
Oh, that second goal was marvelous. That was an unreal header. And mind you, while I didn't think the Cresswell cross was like anything amazing. It was a decent cross with a lot of venom behind it. And if it wasn't for that, Bowen definitely wouldn't have scored. So a little credit to Cresswell as well. But that was a fantastic header.
Obviously, I've just said about Scamacca. Good goal for him to start off. I don't understand why he was subbed on the 53rd minute or 55th minute, whatever it was. I think that's stupid, if I'm being honest. Bowen scores 2. I'm not really going to go full in depth with this because it was a game that we definitely deserved to win. We should have won, and that's it, sort of thing. I'm not going to sort of go over it. I want to shout out a few players though. I thought Mbamba, when he come on, looked different level, mate.
Yeah, I thought he looked good as well. There's actually, well, we'll see what you think, but yeah, Mbamba was impressive when he come on. Yeah. And he had 2 1-on-1s that he won, and he got on his left peg, and I actually had confidence that one of them, if they both didn't get blocked, I think one of them could have gone in the bottom corner.
When I look at our team, that's everyone fit. That's Maxwell, Cornet, Scamacca, Paqueta, Zuma. When they're all fit, I don't fear relegation. That's one thing I don't. I don't look at us and go, we are going to go down.
When we have all of our options available, I can see Moyes' vision a bit more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing is with Moyes is sometimes it's on him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I'll tell you what, we'll get cracking into this, and while we wait for the others to turn up when they turn up. If they turn up tonight, let's go for this man, Afonso Areola. Give me your assessment of him tonight, mate.
Didn't really make any tough saves. Not a lot of distribution from him today. Really didn't have to work all too much.
Yeah.
So I mean, but he did keep a clean sheet, so just a 7. Gotta respect the clean sheet, in my opinion.
I'll give him an 8. I thought it was all right. I thought he done well. There was a goal that he scored and he saved it, but it still went in. But that was on Cresswell, I think. Even though it was offside, it was slightly offside, and it could have changed the game. Solid 8 for me. Nothing like outrageous, but nothing sort of clear cut for him. Let's move on to this man, Ben Johnson. How do you think he played tonight?
I mean, he looked a bit better, but I think that was because of the opposition, if I'm being honest. It was an average performance, but again, there's some areas he did look better, but I think that's because of the opponent. So I'm going to give him just like Areola. He wasn't really impressive tonight. He did. He was active, but like he didn't impress me. But I respect the clean sheet. He did some stuff okay. So just a 7.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think anyone's going to get lower than like 6 tonight. I really don't. The only ones who I can really give 6s
Yeah,
tonight.
we're not being scouts. We're
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
just
like
that's the nature of ratings. Like
God,
you can be a 7, you can be a
Liam's
7, but
Liam's gone all in, bruv, all in. Liam's gone like Liam D has just like killed Ben Johnson. I don't blame him, but 4 for Ben. Unfortunately, he didn't play well tonight. You got to give him a clean sheet. I thought he'd done all right. He weren't really undone or anything. Yeah, I'll give him a 7. Yeah, I agree. Let's go over to the other side. Aaron Cresswell. This one's going to be interesting. Fuck me. What was all that about, that goal? They scored it was offside. And it must be millimetres that he was offside, the geezer.
Again, like Alfie bangs on about all the time. Aaron Cresswell, his ball retention is good. He does play some decent 1-2 football at times, but again, he's old. He can't get on the end of a ball that's played to him down the wing. And if he does, it's like he barely gets it, which puts him in not like a worse position than what he could be in. So, I mean, but again, like besides that goal that was offside, he didn't really impress me. His assist was decent. Like I said, I thought that was more impressive on Bowen's part than Cresswell's cross. But again, Cresswell put the venom on that cross, or the venom from his cross made the goal. But Jared Bowen's header also was a bit more impressive than the cross. Defending, meh. Passing was okay. I'd still give him. I'll give him a 7, not just, but I'll give him a 7 for his assist and everything else. Again, it's just typical.
He had no threat though, did he? He had no threat today. Like when I look at Cresswell, we all know what his weakness is: pace. Like, listen, if he's got up against the pacey wing and you've got Cresswell in your team, you know you're in trouble. Simple as that. So, excuse me. For me, I agree. He had a good game tonight, but it's not nothing amazing to say, you know what, he's back, so to speak.
I mean, he was never back. So, in my opinion, of course.
He's back in Frankfurt. I'll give him a 7 out of 10, so I agree. Let's go to the Ogfather, Angelo Ogbonna. Solid.
Yeah, solid. Again, I'm not going to let the opposition like really create more noise than it should. Again, I think people need to just stay realistic. We can be happy and enjoy the match we just watched, but we really didn't play that great of a side, and they had 10 men on a just solid performance for the match tonight. So 7, clean sheet and all.
I agree. Yeah, again, I'm gonna give him a high 7 tonight. I thought he was excellent, like, in what he done. Him and Zuma, that old partnership worked wonders last season. Before Ogbonna got injured
against Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it was a Liverpool or Everton or someone like that. I remember, I'll never forget it, Everton away where they were solid as a rock, the pair of them. And I thought tonight he was decent, so I'm going to make a short and sweet 7 out of 10. Let's go into Kurt Zuma. What are you saying?
Yeah, again, actually, I think I'm going to give him my strong 7 because he made a few crunching tackles that that got me out of my seat a bit. And again, just solid. Again, we all know who we played, got the job done, and did a few good bits. So, but because of some like 1 or 2 crunching tackles, I'll give him a strong 7.
I'll give him a solid 7. Same thing again. He got subbed. Don't forget. All right, he come on for the centre half. Who is it? Liang. Yeah. So what I do, I go through the subs as I'm doing this. What did you think of that player who come on?
Yeah,
he's supposed to be the real deal, basically.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Yeah, he was decent. He looked comfortable. Really didn't have a lot to do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully one for the future.
Yeah, I agree. He looks all right, but we've heard it all before. So that's the centre half. Let's go into midfield. And who was the midfield today, Lucas? Because it was so scrambled today.
It was Paqueta, Souček, and
Lanzini.
Yeah.
Start with Manny. Lanzini. I thought he played all right tonight.
Lanzini, I would say, oh, man. If Bowen didn't score twice, I think Lanzini might have been my man of the match. I thought he was very good today. A very good bolster in his confidence, I believe. A good boost for him.
He's brilliant for this competition.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
He's perfect for this.
The pace is good. The pace is just about perfect for where he's at athletically right now.
Yeah,
and
he should have scored tonight and all. Like, he had a great chance in that second half.
His passing was superb tonight, I think. His passing, that's like the Lanzini I know, but obviously he just doesn't have that pep in his step anymore to like slice through people, which he used to do, as we all know. But like that's the type of passing where I really would have liked to see Lanzini come on in the past like 4 or 5 Premier League matches, because I think he can still do that in certain scenarios in a match. But tonight I thought he was really, really good. I don't know. 8 is not a bad shout. I don't know if I can go. I don't know.
He did look good tonight. I'll give him an 8.
What? I'm giving him an 8. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. He was.
I thought he was
really good tonight.
I thought he was excellent. Passing was good.
Him, Paqueta, Fornals, Scamacca. They played, and Bowen played some lovely 2-touch or 1-touch football. There's some real like tiki-taka moments tonight where I was like, "Ooh, that's nice."
Yeah, but I am going to take into account that the team there was playing weren't good. For me to round it out with Lanzini, I like him. He's been a great servant to West Ham, but I think this is the perfect competition for him. Like from now to the end of the season, the Premier League's not for him. It's too fast. He goes missing in the Prem. In this competition, I don't think he goes missing at all. I think he's a major part in this competition. So, yeah, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Let's go to Thomas Souček, because he's a man of mixed opinions. What do you make of him tonight?
I actually thought he was pretty decent again. Competition he was playing against. He could do a bit more, or a few more things that he isn't going to get away with in the Premier League. Like his passing today wasn't terrible at all, but like we all know, if he tries his passes in a Premier League match, they're probably not coming off. But for this match, I thought he was pretty decent. I'd give him a just a 7. And I think he passed the ball well in and around the box, especially, and he got himself in some decent positions. The one thing I just can't get my hand around is he got a ball in from Lanzini, and he was through, and he just didn't shoot. Like he could have tucked it in bottom corner, but he just didn't even look like he wanted to shoot when he had the angle. So that was a bit weird. But again, midfielder going forward and defending. He actually got a fair amount of interceptions, I think, tonight as well. So 7 for him. I think that's reasonable.
I can't give him a 7. I can give him a 6, a high 6, just not a 7 for me. I think he played for 53 minutes. He was all right. Like it doesn't again, it's okay performances from Souček. I don't ever sit there when I'm watching the game and go, he's standing out like a sore thumb. Only certain games that in sort of the last 6 weeks he has. Against Tottenham he did. Against other teams he has done, but not tonight. I thought other players outshone him, so I give him a high 6, just not a 7 for me. Let's go to the Brazilian maestro. That is Lucas Paqueta. What you saying for him, man?
Tonight I thought he was probably our worst player, if I'm being honest. I thought it's a weird one with him because I think his 1-2 passing, his first touch passing, or actually no, let me take that back. I think his 1-2 passing tonight with everyone up front was very good, but when he got on the ball and he had time to pass, his passes were just way off.
His angles are good though, Lucas.
Yeah, his angles are good, but just the weight of his passes tonight just were not there. And again, it's a bit weird for me when you're finding more success playing like quick 1-2 passes and first touch passes. But when you get the ball, you have time to make a decision. You see the pass that you're about to play, and you're like that far off. It's a bit weird. So for me, I'd probably give Paqueta. I'd give him a 6.
I'm going to agree. 6 out of 10. For me, I'm not seeing a £50 million player. That's one thing I'm not. I think he's got the gear. He's got all the goods, but we're just not seeing it. We're just not seeing him consistent enough. Tonight, this was his game to turn up and just be the £50 million man, but he weren't. So for me, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He only played for 53 minutes. He won the game. Some things good, some things not so good. So, is what it is. Let's go to if Alfie was here, it'd be going.
By the way, real quick, because I was interested in your Suchek rating. His he had 9 passes into the final third tonight. 9.
Blimey. Yeah, but were they successful passes, Lucas? Let's get to Pablo Fornals. Were they successful passes into?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. Again, I'm looking at the
91% pass accuracy tonight too.
So for me tonight, before I move on to Fornals, it's all about the attacking intent tonight. It was like you can look at the midfielders, but I wanted to see the strikers do stuff tonight, and they did. So. Pablo Fornals for you, Lucas. What are you saying?
I don't think he did enough for a 7 for me, but I'll give him. I don't think he did enough either for a strong 6, but I'm gonna give him a 6. I didn't think, again, because of who we played, I didn't think he was bad at all, but he didn't shine. But he did a few bits well. Yeah, just 6.
Ooh, 6. I'll give him a strong 7.
Really?
Like solid, strong 7. I thought he was all right. He did play for the whole game, if memory serves me right. And yeah, I'll give him a strong 7. Like he's not one of my most favourite players.
I'm trying to remember.
He did hit the crossbar, as Mark said.
Oh, yeah, he did. That was a decent shot. Oh.
So are you going to stick or twist, bruv?
Oh. I think I'll twist, and I'll give him a strong 6. Strong 6. Just again,
you just give him a strong 6. Are you going to go higher?
I gave him a 6.
Oh,
a solid 6. But like, again, I feel like he actually did touch the ball a lot tonight. But I don't know. I just feel like he didn't. I don't know. I guess I just didn't see the game the same as others. But again. Because of opposition, I didn't think he was bad by any means, but
no.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to this man, Jared Bowen. Bloody hell! I think it's the 3rd goal for West Ham. He's 2nd. Yeah. He's a great goal. Good crossing. It's like a looping header over the goalkeeper.
First goal as well. I was really pleased with, because those rebounds from those angles are a lot tougher than what people think, and the fact that he was able to squeeze that through near post. And I think, obviously, we always talk about how annoyed we get when keepers let goals through their near post, but still, that, like, on a rebound, he did have some venom on it, near post, tight finish, good instincts on the rebound. Both his goals valid. Very valid, in my opinion.
I thought he was decent, right? I really did. That is the Bowen that's in there. When he's lurking about, but then the balls have got to be good. And I must admit, I'll criticise Cresswell quite a lot on this channel, but I think it was Cresswell put the cross in for him to go header over. And excuse me, I'll just see that with Arsenal. Right, I'll get to that shortly. So yeah, 2 good goals from Bowen, good performance, got subbed. I'm going to give him. Do you know what, mate? I'm giving him a 9. I thought it was excellent. You've got to give him. Like, his energy was good. He scores 2 good goals.
I was going to give him my man of the match, and I was going to give him an 8, a solid 8. Solid 8.
I'm going to give him a 9. If there was 2 players on the pitch tonight that needed goals, it was Bowen and Skamaka when they both scored tonight. So yeah, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was decent. He was. Right, let's get to this man. He's been criticised quite a lot. He's been criticised all week by certain individuals. I've had it with people on Twitter. I think he's not good enough. And tonight he scores a good goal. The only thing I'm disappointed with tonight with Moyes, and I will get to Moyes, is that why is he subbed off after the 55th minute? It just makes no sense to me. Really don't. Unless you're going to use him for Southampton. That's the only thing I can think of. Take it away, Lucas, for that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Again, the whole fitness situation we got going on at this club is just an absolute mystery, to say the least. Like, for all we know, he still might not be 100%. But again, you and me agree. Like, if you're on the bench, or if you're playing, you're fit enough. So I really don't know the message or the intent of subbing him off there. I wouldn't have played him the whole 90 personally, but I would have probably played him another 15, maybe 20 minutes.
There was no reason not. I understand people saying, well, we've won the game, get him off. He hasn't played a game for God knows when. He played the reverse fixture this last week. Yeah, but he hasn't played in the Prem. He didn't play the weekend. If he would have stayed on the pitch and got another couple of goals, then you know what? Everyone would have looked at him different. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And besides that situation, I thought Skamaka was very good tonight. Very good.
Right. Yeah. At the end of listen, I have it right with a lot of people on social media when it comes to Skamaka. I used to have it a lot with Haller. Now Haller was a bit lazy, but he was a good finisher. Yeah, Skamaka, I think he's got the full package. But we've got a manager that just does not know how to use this geezer. He's got no idea.
I would say ideally, without the intricacies, I think he is the full package of a striker. But he's still he doesn't look like a willing presser. So obviously, some matchups, some matches, I can see why he wouldn't play for that reason. But in matches like this, I mean, there's a reason we bought him for what we did, because Mitch said a long time ago, Gianluca down the wing, or just like the way he carries the ball, a lot like Arnautovic at West Ham. That's the kind of confidence I feel when I see him just going down the wing. And tonight I thought he was very good. I thought his link up play was brilliant. The goal, let's just say I'm happy he got the goal. It was a bit of a blunder, but good for his confidence. But I just thought he was good. He carried the ball well, good link up play, got his goal. I'm gonna give him a strong 7.
This is an awkward one for me because I thought he was all right. I thought he was good. He looked up for it. He didn't look lazy.
He probably could have gone an 8 from me if he played till the 65th, 70th minute.
And I agree on that. And him getting subbed on the 55th minute was like, fucking what's going on? I understand what Ben's saying in the chat there. Saying it's a bit annoying, but you have to build his fitness. You get some minutes for Italy.
Did he get called up for Italy?
He most probably did. He's one of their main men, isn't he? So I understand that, but I would have left him on for another 15 minutes at least. 75th minute, get him off. He said 75 minutes. He's a professional footballer, mate. He needs to play games. Yeah. So I'm going to give him a solid 7 with you. I agree. I like the kid. I do. I remember doing the spaces in the summer. I said we've got to sign this geezer because he's quality. And when we have signed him, and there is sparks there. He has scored some good goals for us. Leeds away was a good finish.
And his goal he missed tonight. Oh my God, what a cracker that was!
Yeah,
another given day. That's a worldie.
Yeah, and it's literally just that much wide. It's do you know what I'm saying? So, fair play to him. I like Skamaka, and you know what? Hopefully he's coming back. Right, let's get into the subs, right? Because it's going to be a bit awkward now because I've got a lot of young players. So I'll just shout them out to you. Yeah. Potts, come on. What did you make of him?
a few people in the chat were saying that they felt he was a bit lazy. I wouldn't say lazy. He really, again, when you come on that late against that opposition, even those youngsters are way too good for like that league they're playing in. Let's be honest. So like,
Yeah,
it was a bit of a stroll in the park for him. I liked that he was taking some chances and trying to play some chip balls through, some like small switch balls. But he was all right. I'll give him a high five for his effort and his willingness to try and be creative when he easily just could have stuck to the bill and just looked average. But he tried to impress, which I appreciate.
I'll give him a 6. I thought he looked all right. One thing, like someone said in the chats a minute ago, I make him 100% right. Every time the youngsters got the ball, they look to play it forward every single time. So I'll give him a 6. I like him. I think he's a good kid, and hopefully there's more to come from him. Maxwell Cornet for you tonight.
Again, just when he steps on the pitch, just like when was the last time we've had a true, just like, he's not a pace merchant, but like a true burner of pace that we could just bring on. And like even him, like I didn't think he had that much pace. He just was like really strong with the ball, if that makes sense. But like Maxwell Cornet just has buckets and loads of pace to offer, which I can't remember. Like Felipe Anderson maybe is the last one I can remember. He was rapid when he played for us.
But I'd say Lingard, when he picked the ball up and he carried it, he was lightning.
But I think in terms of pace and carrying the ball equally, its speed, I think Felipe Anderson's the last person I can remember that like offered that kind of pace. But Maxwell Cornet, like he's exactly the type of thing we're missing, and why like just his whole injury journey this season has just been so depressing, to say the least, because it's like we could have used him in so many different matches. Like he could have unlocked a whole new different game plan for us in tactics.
I agree with that comment for man. Cornet looks hungry and up for it. A high 7 for the
name's Gary, by the way. Right? His name's Gary.
Gary?
Yeah, just Gary Ann. That's how I remember Gary Ann.
whatever. I'm going to say this, that I like him. I do, Maxwell Cornet. The only thing that irritates me a little bit is he's got to be a bit more direct. As in, when he's there, he's always looking to try and overdo it.
He hits a ball like pretty well and consistent. Yeah. They may get blocked, but you can tell the way that ball comes off his foot. Like he doesn't hit a lot. Like with Ben Rama, I would say half the time. And mostly for nows. Like they've got whoopee cushion of shots, except Ben Rama can pull one out every once in a while, or every so often. But like Cornet, when you see that ball come off his foot, like they look, I'm not going to say they're corkers, but like he makes very good contact almost every time.
Yeah, I like Cornet. I think if we can get the Cornet that played for Burnley last year, and we've got a really good player. He's had a bit of a shit season, hasn't he, really? Let's be honest, in and out and injuries, and you know, it's just fucking things like that. Finally, Mbamba.
Sorry, I'm gonna give Cornet. I forgot to give him a rating. I'm gonna give him a 6.
I'm gonna give him. Yeah, I'll give him a strong 6. Let's talk about Mbamba now. Scored the goal the 4th goal tonight.
Yeah, he just keeps adding to his tally, which is good to see. And he played with a lot of confidence tonight, which he should. And I'm gonna keep saying it because of who we're playing. He should have a bit of pep in his step, a bit of confidence, and I'm very pleased with the way he played and what he showed. And the goal, that was a very good goal. Oh, and of course, that's why I gave Souček a 7. Got the assist as well. Remember that. But Mbamba, I was impressed. And again, with these youngsters, like people are going to say, like, oh, he was pressing so well. Like, he had loads of energy. Like, I would hope so, because he's out to prove something.
He's young.
Yeah, he's definitely young.
He's young. He's a sub. He should be doing it.
I'm pleased that he continues to add to his score tally throughout the U21 and U18, and yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm gonna give him a. Ooh, you know what? Maybe controversial, but I'm gonna give him a 7 actually. Just a 7. His 2 1-on-1s that he won. I thought it was a bit unfortunate they got blocked because the way he hit it on his left foot, I think if it didn't get blocked, one of them could have definitely snuck into the bottom corner. So I'm going to give him a 7 for his 2 1-on-1s that he won. He scored a good instinctual goal, I would say, as well. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'll give him an 8, mate.
Oh, I like it.
Right, and I'll tell you the reason why. It's what Liam's just said. He's a very talented youngster. I like this kid a lot. I think he's building into something like that could be something assembling Didier Drogba type player, where he's just sort of he bulldozes his way through. People have compared him to Antonio. I don't look at him as Antonio because his instinct is brilliant. Like his instinct and awareness around him is good. That goal tonight is a striker's finish, basically. Like the touch, the reading of it as it's coming in. He knows he can't take a touch to have a shot, so he hits it one time. Every time I've seen him in the under 23s, he looks impressive. He scores a bundle of goals.
And tonight he was able to show that he can dribble a bit because the other matches that he's come in has been more just like, all right, he's gonna run his socks off
and
try to get into position. But tonight he showed a bit more as a player.
Yeah, and I noticed tonight the ball come over the top for someone. He was offside. He runs back to the defender and then spins around and goes back up the pitch again. Like he's literally like his awareness is brilliant. He's absolutely top drawer. I can't stress enough how good he is.
Join the party.
It is. Where is he? He was here.
Sorry, I clicked it.
He's now here. Westhamonline. How are you, mate?
I'm very, very well, actually. Barcelona and Arsenal couldn't reach the semi-final of the Europa League. West Ham and Mr. Moyes did.
That's right.
Oh, I fucking knew Mr. Moyes. It'd take you a few seconds to sort of come out with that bile that you usually do.
What I think we should do, Fever, we will finish up our ratings and then we'll quick fire with Alfie and get his thoughts. So we were on. What are you giving? You gave Mubama an 8.
Yeah,
I gave him a 7. And who else
was
there?
That's it, mate. I think. From what I remember. Let's go to the ref quickly. Referee for me, he got the sending off wrong, but he got corrected. I thought it was like, what do you make the ref tonight?
He was all right. Again, you know my standard rating. I'll give him a 4. But oh yeah, the red card, very orange. I'd say very orange card in my opinion. I don't know if it was a red. I don't know if it wasn't. So again, standard 4. He was all right. Not the worst I've seen.
I'll give him a 6, and then I'll tell you what. We will go through Alfie's right now.
And then
so anyone who's here,
Mr. Moyes.
Mr. Moyes. Yeah, that fucking Mr. Moyes bollocks, mate. Unbelievable. Right, Alfie, quick fire time, man. Right. Are you, if you remember Gladiators back in the day, are you ready, Alfie?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Alfonso Areola.
6.
Ben Johnson.
So harsh.
5.
Kurt Zuma.
6.
Ogbonna.
6.
Cresswell.
High 6.
Thomas Souček.
Oh, he made about 75 passes. 8.
Alfie, 9 passes into the final third tonight.
Yeah. This is supposed to be quick fire, Lucas. Let him finish. Lanzini.
High 7.
Where is he? We just done it. Lucas Paqueta.
6.
Your boy.
7.
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, Jared Bowen.
8.
Gianluca Scamacca.
Oh, I know this one ain't going to go down well. High 6.
Oh, that is naughty, Alf. That is disgusting.
He weren't good. He weren't good.
Oh, mate,
That's a lie.
Well, mate, you are trolling the
Easy
situation.
7, at least.
And can you sort your mic out and all, you twat?
Because I'm back.
Right.
I'm back on my phone, not my.
That's all right, man. Right. So
what about the subs?
Right, the subs we're going to do now. Potts.
Okay. I thought you looked average. 6.
The centre, is it Lang?
Liang,
6.
yeah.
Maxwell Cornet.
6.
Danny Ings. Forgot about him.
6.
And that's how bad he is. Like,
Danny Ings, the winger. That's what he was playing tonight.
Mate, I didn't even know he was on the fucking pitch. I just remembered. Mbamba.
7.
And then the ref.
7.
Oh, fair enough, Alfie. Yeah, mate, you want to go like that with Mr. Moyes and the ref? That's fine, mate. That's all on you, bro. Final rate in the evening. Mr. David Moyes. Fuck me, he's got me saying it now. I'll let Alfie go first on this one. What did you make of it? Of what he's done tonight?
Sensational. Villarreal have slipped on the banana skin that is Anderlecht. Mr. Moyes beat them twice. Arsenal have gone out in the round of 16 of Europa League. Mr. Moyes reached semi-final. Barcelona went out in the quarterfinals last year. Mr. Moyes reached the semis. He's proven that although we've been poor in the Premier League this year,
right,
he's done excellently in Europe, hasn't he? 10 out of 10, 100% win rate. Into the draw tomorrow. I can see his name on the trophy already. 9.
Don't say that. Jinx.
One thing I am going to say, when I look at the Anderlecht result tonight, you have got to give him some fucking credit. You have to. Like, I know you listen. Like, people hate the geezer, right? You've got to give him some credit that he's beat Anderlecht twice, home and away.
Yeah.
And Anderlecht have gone to Villarreal, who are second favourites for the competition, and beat them. So listen, the most hardened fucking Moyes out person going that I am. Well, hold my hand out and give him some credit there. Right, I will say that. Lucas, what do you make of it tonight with him?
I like the lineup. I like the subs. The Scamacca sub. Again, I don't feel as passionately about it as you and some others, but again, I still have question marks over if he's 100% fit or not. But again, it was a bit weird seeing him come off a bit early. Again, if he would have played another 10, 15 minutes, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. But it was a bit strange, him coming off a bit early. Yeah,
but it don't make no sense, Lucas, to me.
Because I thought, Alfie doesn't agree clearly, but I thought Scamacca looked very good tonight.
Very good. I think people are getting hung up on the fact it's Scamacca. I've got to be honest. I'd love
to
know
what tonight, I think.
He was. I thought he was okay, and his shooting was still brilliant. He had a shot that nearly went in from.
Yeah, but the way he carried the ball well, his link-up play was very good.
I thought his link-up play was shocking.
Yeah, but do you agree, though, Alfie, that he should have stayed on the pitch for a bit longer than he did? Like, giving the geezer 55 minutes, that's a bit of a fucking insult, isn't it?
I would have not played Ings and kept Scamacca on personally, but as Lucas says, we don't know how fit he was. I thought his pressing was a bit better tonight as well.
Yeah. Listen, obviously, we can't get carried away, right?
Yeah.
We really can't, right? Because look at the team that we're playing against. One thing I will say, to sort of go away from the game, is that I looked at our team when they're all fit. We've got a good side. We have got a good side. And tonight we had no Antonio there. Kera weren't playing. Benny weren't playing. Rice weren't playing. Fabianski weren't playing. So when you look at that team and you see the players that we've got, we have got some talented individuals. Do you know what I'm saying?
Alf, who's your man of the match?
Oh, It would have to go to Bowen for the 2 goals, but I thought Souček played really well tonight.
If I had to give my top 3, Fever, I must agree. I thought Souček was pretty good tonight.
Yeah,
again, you can't get carried away with who we were playing. That's why I didn't necessarily scoff.
Mate, I want to bounce my face off this marble fucking table, mate.
That's why I didn't scoff at Alfie's ratings, because I can see why he gave like some players a 6. Like me, I'm a bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm a bit more precise, as in like if you get a clean sheet, I am most likely going to give you like a 7, which is above average. Yes, I get that.
But yeah,
I'm being very literal opposed to you, so I get where you're coming from. But if I had my top 3 performers tonight, for me, I would go Bowen, Lanzini, in no order. Bowen, my man of the match. Lanzini's definitely in there, and then it's a toss up for me between Souček and Scamacca. I thought they were both good. Yeah, Alf, we're just gonna have to disagree on Scamacca because there's a lot of people that thought he was good.
Yeah, I've
seen a lot of people in here think he was good. A lot of people on Twitter thought he weren't that good, and then I've seen loads of people say he was amazing. So,
I wouldn't go that.
Let's just say everyone I sat with in the ground was in agreement, and I saw and Elijah actually after the game, and we were all like, "Scamacca, happy he's back, good goal," but I think he lost it. But his touch, someone put it there, his touch was poor on quite a few occasions.
I really thought he carried the ball well. And his 1-2 touch, or no, his 1-2 touch, his 1-2 passing and his link up were good tonight. But maybe, maybe it's me.
Can we talk about Paqueta as well, James?
You take it away, mate.
I thought he was our worst player tonight, Alf.
Worrying, isn't it? £50 million and Lanzini looks better than him.
And it was weird. I told Fever.
I agree.
The weirdest thing about Paqueta's performance tonight is that I thought his build up and his 1-2 passing was pretty good, but when he got on the ball and he had time to pass and make the right pass, he just could not make it.
Yeah.
Like,
see, the weight of
the pass was terrible tonight.
All right, I've got to say something, because, and listen, I'm going to go back, use Benny as an example here. If Ben Rama had cost £50 million and put in sort of half-hearted performances like Paqueta does sometimes, everyone would be wanting to lynch the geezer.
What do you mean by half-hearted?
Well, tonight, we've got a £50 million Brazilian international and Manuel Lanzini, who's coming to the end of his career, outshone him tonight. I do agree with Alfie on that, 100%.
I don't think half-hearted's the word. I just think Paqueta was just not his skills just not good tonight.
He's worried. He's so inconsistent.
But is that a problem though, Lucas? Because we've got a player that we spent a lot of money on, and I don't think Moyes has got the arsehole to drop the geezer. That's what I honestly do believe.
I don't think he should, personally.
If it's for the team and he's not performing, then how can he play?
Like, if he's going to replace him?
Well, there's players there, isn't it? Fornells is there. Like people have been calling for Lanzini for a long time. I understand what you're saying. Who else is there to drop him? But let's put it like this: if Paqueta cost £25 million, people would say, right, he needs to be dropped. Because he cost £50 million, people want to keep him in the team. Like tonight, for me, he should have been owning it tonight. Like this was a game for him, really. Right? He just didn't look it. I like Paqueta, but I'm going to be real, right? And I'll never forget what Kane said, right? It stays with me, fucking, hopefully to the end of the season, yeah? Or as long as I'm fucking breathing. with Paqueta, do you want him in a dogfight? And the answer to that is no, because he just don't look, because the inconsistency with him is a problem. Like he could turn up one game and look really good, and then 2 games he looks like he's nowhere to be seen. But tonight, I'm not worried about the opposition tonight because the job was done. Yeah. But moving forward, I need to see a £50 million player, mate. But I'm not seeing it at the minute.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Are there a lot of, and again, I'm only mentioning £50 million because that's what we paid for him, and I mean, there's probably some other clubs that would pay the same. But realistically, in the world, how many £50 million players are are capable of a dogfight. Honestly,
Um,
a 50 million pound midfielder / attacking player. You know what I mean?
You'd
I don't
hope,
think
wouldn't
there's
you?
a lot out there that cost 50 million and they're made for that.
see, I understand what Richie's saying there. He says, I think you're being a bit harsh, Fever, but fair enough. It's not being harsh. It's just, I'm looking at it and I'm going, is this a geezer that could steer us out of danger? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Not by himself. Not by himself, but I think he is the type of player we need.
Do you agree, Alfie, though, on that? Like, if he was 25 million, I think people would be saying bench him.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I think if you had never watched football before, but somehow you had a decent understanding, and you just went and watched West Ham this season, you'd probably say Paqueta is worth 15, 20 million.
Oh.
I'd say a bit more than that. I'd say about 25, maybe even between 25 and 35 in that sort of range bracket.
No,
I wouldn't
get
say.
you mean. I like he's shown it in some games,
Yeah.
but in terms of consistency, like I could list you a lot of games now. He's been terrible. Chelsea away, first game. Everton away, he was absolutely crap. Brighton away. Who else have we even played? Southampton away, he was all right. I'd say it's been
The
half
best
and
way
half.
of summing it up, with Paqueta, for me personally, is how many games have you seen him own the stage?
About two.
That's true, but I mean,
Right.
again, it's hard. I feel like it's hard for a player like him to really prove his worth when he really is playing in a shit side around shit.
There's
but
been a lot.
isn't he?
Yeah, but tonight this is sort of game he's got to.
Yeah,
I can agree with
I agree on that.
I can agree with that.
Like, I look at him tonight and I think, I'm not worried about it, but in the Premier League, well, we need to go to a place like, let's say, Bournemouth. We need him to turn up and perform. Like, do you know what I'm
he
saying?
said, I've got a tweet here from a friend of the channel, Elite Analyst. He says, I sincerely believe Souček is better than Paqueta. And then he said, Paqueta, make yourself available for a pass. Don't fire the ball at teammates. Challenge, in brackets, impossible.
Mm.
We move
on. But the way I look at it is with him is he's got to improve going forward. Like in this competition, I think he's a talent. Like I said it to a minute ago about Lanzini, and what Alfie says, bang on. I don't always agree with Alfie, but he's bang on this one. When Lanzini, who, let's be honest, a lot of the fans would say, you know what, let's get him out the door.
Oh, Eamon, you're... Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Eamon, I'm not saying Paqueta's worth 15 to 20 million. I think he's worth a lot more. I'm saying based on some of the games this season, if someone was to only watch him this season, they'd say he's not worth a lot more.
But then, is that on Moyes though?
It's a bit on Moyes, but it's a bit on Paqueta. I think we've said it on this channel. He can be a bit of a headless chicken at times, like Brighton away. You remember he was playing musical statue.
But you still gotta. And another thing, in my opinion, you still have to think about is just the players around him. Like he has never, and probably will never play with a player like Souček, Antonio, Danny Ings ever again. He's used to having so many technical players around him that are even if these technical players aren't that great, just like technical wise, like their control is good, they can do 1-2s consistently. So I get what you both are saying, but I think there's more to it besides it being himself. But I agree ultimately.
The one thing I am going to say is, obviously, before I come to one final thing I want to discuss tonight, is that he's got to improve, but the whole team's got to improve.
Oh, what was your rating for Moyes? I didn't even give mine. I'm giving Moyes I'm giving him
I'm gonna give him an 8 tonight.
I was gonna say a strong 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. Picked a decent side. He picked a side to do the job. He done it. He played Scamacca. He done that. I'll give him an 8. Alfie, what you give him Moyes quickly?
9.
I knew you have to one up.
He said 10 earlier.
Yeah, he said it should have been 10 out of 10, really.
Oh,
for him.
yeah, 10 out of 10 for his record.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, fucking hell. That record we keep hearing about every 5 minutes. Right. This is the final one of the final discussion of the evening. Who's next for West Ham in this conference, Lucas? Villarreal are gone. Lazio are gone.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy what has happened today. Honestly,
yeah. Fiorentina, I fear. That's the one I fear the most. Fiorentina.
Yeah, I said before the draw, the ones I really would like to see get knocked out are Fiorentina and Nice personally, because Villarreal, don't get me wrong, great track record of European success, but they've been pretty poor this season. Nice are decent. They've got a few good players, but
and you know what's going to happen, don't you? If you get Nice,
yeah,
that fucking Moffy or whatever his name is, going to fucking score the goals, isn't he?
Yeah, 1,000%. But I'm very pleased with the results. The other one I wish that could have maybe gone our way was Basel losing to Slovan Bratislava, but
Basel are a decent side, mate.
Yeah, but I'm very happy to see Villarreal out and Lazio, the two heavy hitters, and hopefully we get one more round of luck, just one last round, and we avoid. If you could tell me, if you could pick one team to avoid for me, like currently, I would say Fiorentina. I'll take anyone else personally.
I think, before I get Alfie in, I think this round of draw, like Rich says, Akmar, I don't want them because they're an awkward side. Every time I back them, they fucking always lose. So I might just back them in this. Pozma, Polish side, decent. Anderlecht were played. Who else is there? Basel was tricky, but not unbeatable. Genk.
Is it Genk or Ghent?
It's not Ghent.
Aren't they?
No, they beat the Turkish side yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And their Nigerian striker smashed in an hat-trick, I think it was. So and we played them last year. That's why I messaged everyone in the group chat. And so I said, did we play Ghent or Genk? And Alfie said, Alfie, who do you want next round? Or what would be a good ideal draw?
Who do you boys? What I asked, if you had to pick one team to avoid, who would you pick?
Oh, Nice, definitely. Nice for me, definitely. I think Moffy, Mark Noble talent ID has gone up in my estimations because he looks very good. Another Nigerian striker. I don't know what they're cooking in Nigeria, but they've got a few strikers on there. I think they look a strong team. Yeah.
For me, Fiorentina. I wouldn't fancy that now. If you said to me, give us Fiorentina in the semi-final, I'd have some of that. I think the next draw, like the next draw tomorrow that we get, will decide where we're going with
who do you think we'll get, and who do you want?
I have a feeling that
I will take Anderlecht right now.
Yeah,
100%. Right, I just think we can turn them over all day long. I think we've got a better team.
I have a feeling that we'll draw AZ Alkmaar, but I would like to see the weakest opponent. Personally.
I think we'll get. I want Lech Poznan or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Polish side.
Because I just think they're probably spend wise, they're probably the lowest, and you'd assume they're going to be the worst side. But they could prove me wrong. But I think we're going to get Basel.
Do you know what? I was just sitting here thinking, mate. That's exactly what I think we're going to get. Which, to me, it's a tricky draw, but it's not a bad draw. If that makes sense. Like if West Ham, let's put it this way, right? We have these couple of weeks off, right? We come back for Southampton. We beat fucking Southampton. Not we get a fucking respect the point draw. We beat them. Yeah, right. We play Newcastle, and we get something out of that game. And then we go to Fulham. In a week, West Ham could end up potentially sorting themselves out and being in a better position than they are now.
That is why I've put so much emphasis on this Southampton match, because I still haven't veered from my opinion. I think if we lose to Southampton, or if we don't beat them, I think we go down. But if we do beat them, and we do go on not even the biggest of a run, just like a nice little run that gives us just even breathing room to let us focus on Europe, we can.
But the only problem with that, Lucas, is that I don't want West Ham can't play their full strength side in 4 days. They just can't do it. They can't play.
But I think with Cornet back, obviously, I mean, he could be one of our strongest options, or maybe our strongest option in certain areas. But with him back, we've unlocked a whole different way to play football, or not even different way to play, but the way we look, I would say.
That keeps making me laugh when you say that. Respect the point.
Yeah, I've heard that shit so many fucking times. Respect the point, but we need 3. That's just unreal, isn't it? I don't know what the crack is on the draw tomorrow, but if I've got this right, can both the Belgium sides play each other? I think they can, can't they? Because they've got Anderlecht in there.
Oh, yeah, anyone can play each other, yeah.
Yeah, so do you know what? I think tomorrow's draw is massive. It is a massive draw in regards of if we can win this competition. I wouldn't fancy Fiorentina or Akmar or Nice now. Like, give us another sort of month, then I would fancy it, because then we know where we are in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? I think if we go with it now, then it could work in our favour in one way, because if we get a big game, then we can get up for it as a club and as a fan base and go, fuck it, let's have it. And then that might sort of ripple into the Premier League. But every time I see us play last season after a European game, we were shocking, mate, last season. And we don't need to be shocking now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think we need to beat Southampton. None of us respect the point. If we don't beat Southampton and Newcastle, we need 4 points, in my opinion, for the next 2 games. If we get that, then we can sort of go a bit stronger in the next game in the conference. If we don't, then we're a bit in trouble, aren't we?
Yeah, I agree, mate. See, Mandy's on the old betting firm, right? Fiorentina 4s, Nice 4s, Akmar 4s.
We're favourites, aren't we, now?
West Ham are 5-2. The only reason why West Ham are favourites, coming from me, who's involved in betting, is because of last season's semi-final.
Do you think it's our manager a bit as well, James? His European record.
I knew you were going to say.
Do you think that plays into it, though? His European record.
This season, they are looking at it. Like, West Ham haven't lost a game, right? And when I do look at the teams we played, we shouldn't have lost a game. Let's be real. but do you know what I'm saying? But
Bilic did lose to Astragugu. You know, Villarreal, who won the Europa League, lost to Anderlecht. So
I think the Anderlecht game, for me, you have got to respect that. Because when we drew Anderlecht out, I looked here, I went, that's the game we're going to have grief in. Home and away. I think, because they've always been known to be a good side. Don't forget they had Vincent Kompany as their manager before he went to Burnley.
Yeah.
So they've been a decent side for like a while. So you've got to respect that. But whatever happens from now on is like he's going to have to get his tactics spot on, because if he don't, we're going out. So to round this up, who do you want, Lucas, tomorrow?
I want the weakest opponent, so I'm gonna say Lech Poznan or Lech Poznan. But in terms of entertainment, in like just 2 decent European sides going at it, I think Alkmaar versus West Ham could be an absolute corker.
I actually think that would be a great game. That would be, because they do go forward. I am going to say, I agree with Alfie. I think we're going to get fucking Basel, mate. Don't know why. I've got this feeling that we're going to get them, and they are a tricky side.
Anyone but Fiorentina for me. I'll take anyone else gladly. I really.
To be fair, and none of them are that good. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But you'd rather a small banana skin banana peel. Sorry,
leave Fiorentina or Nice for the final, and Prague will be jumping. It'll be a piss up for sure.
Yeah, I can see it, Lucas.
Can we win it right now?
Well, here's an answer to your question. Does Mr. Moyes have a 100% record in Europe? Answer's yes.
Answer it, Fever. Answer it.
He's a fucking waste man. No wonder every twat wants to beat him up, mate.
What's the answer?
Listen,
James?
Listen, mate. Right. If someone wants to give me £1,000, I can reveal his identity, mate. I know people. So yeah, listen. If you want to give him a good slap, then by all means, drop me a bag of sand, and then
just tell me to leave, and I'll make sure I forgot what happened.
Listen, right? Alfie's just on the fucking trolling mission. 100%. Yeah, but he has done 10 out of 10 in it, so I can't sit here and fucking say any different, can I? So is what it is. I think we can get to the final. Whether or not we can win it or not, it's another thing, though.
Do you think you'll cry if we win it, you two?
100%, I will. I'll be gone, mate.
I'd cry.
I'll be gone.
Well, I'll be there in person, so I'll definitely cry,
mate. I'll be wherever I am on this planet, whether I'm there, whether I'm in London or wherever. I'll be in absolute. I'll be in bits, mate. If West Ham win a trophy, mate, that'll be it. Right, I'll go right. You can kill me off now. I'm done. I'm done with everything. I'm saying. Yeah. So it'd be interesting. But then to counter that, West Ham go and win a trophy and we end up fucking going down, mate. I cry even more. So,
it's a win-win. I cry either way. I cry either way.
Oh, mate, a 20-year curse is coming back. You know what I mean? So
do you know what I'd do if we've stayed up? I don't know what the date is of the conference final, but if we had definitely staying up by then, which I assume we would have been, I'll turn up in Prague with a Mr. Moyes t-shirt on. And then if we win the game, I'm going to hold up 10 out of 10 for his current European record. And then in the other hand, whatever the record is at that point.
If we win the Conference League and get 50 likes on, let's say, the pre-match, you'd have to do a face reveal live on each one he's on TV.
If we win.
Mate, Mandy's saying, what is that picture behind you, James? That's the walk home I've got to do. West Ham fucking lose, Mandy. 100%, mate. I'll be walking down that road.
That's my walk to the toilet after takeout.
Yeah, mate. That's like, that's like a Weatherspoon's walk. That is 100%, mate. Miles away. Right, let's round this up. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but anything else that you want to add before we go?
7th of June's the final, apparently. Oh, that's perfect. Right. I get my first paycheck at my new job in March. I'm going to book the hotel then. I don't even care. Not March, April.
Yeah? Well, you're booking it already, Alf?
Yeah, I'll book it already, yeah.
Mate, I'll tell you what. If West Ham get to the semi-final, I might just fucking book it, mate. Do you know what? I'll just go, you know what? All right, I'll do an E20 from the bar. You know what I mean? We was there.
You're going to start speaking Czechoslovakian at the local pub.
Oh, my God, I just realised something.
What's that?
Oh, for crap's sake. I'm going to Zante on June the 3rd.
Parties. No,
you better get a connecting flight, my boy.
Yeah. You going to Zante, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you're going to be party hard.
On that day, you forget that. I'm watching West Ham with the lads.
Mate, I can imagine Alfie in some bar, like, do you know what I mean? And then after about, 10, 12 pints or whatever he's had, he goes, my real identity is West Ham online.
Yeah. No, after that, I'll do a picture live in the pool, topless. West Ham have just won the Conference League, and then I'll be crying. And then what I'll do is I'll get a massive picture of Mr. Moyes and stick it outside the hotel.
Would you get emotional, Alfie, if West Ham won a trophy?
No, I don't know how. I wouldn't say emotional. I don't think I'd cry, but I'd definitely be overly happy.
Mate, I'm not even afraid to fucking admit it, mate. I'll be in floods of tears, mate.
No,
100%.
Because honestly, I mean, you never know when it's going to be your last good shot, you know. So
yeah, I'd try and cry, but we'll see.
I try and cry. I'll punch you in the gut and make you cry if you want.
Alfie doesn't sound old enough to be in a bar. Hope he doesn't forget his ID. Oh, yeah, Alfie is.
Kicking the
How old are you,
ball
Alfie?
will make you cry.
19.
19 years old, mate. Got 5,000 followers. He calls people Mr. Moyes. He's the most hated man on Twitter, and he ruffles a few feathers on YouTube. But, I mean, what more do you want on a Thursday night?
What a man.
What a man. You know what I mean? Yet again, though, I will say this. £1,000 and I'll get his ID. Right, I'll go
His
back that up.
actual ID, like he will steal his identification and give it to you.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Right,
Steve, that's a good point from Steve. Just to finish, he shed tears at Wembley and said, "I shed tears as well, Steve, the night that we reappointed Mr. Moyes after Pellegrini got sacked."
You never know when to give it up.
Do you know what, mate? I actually can't wait for him to get the fucking sack, and I want that to be Mr. Moyes. And you know what it'll be? You know what it'll be, don't you? With this little prick down the bottom here, right? He will turn around and go, "Oh, it's now Mr. Carrick." Mr. fucking Carrick, or Mr. Steele or some shit.
Mr. Michael.
Mr. Steel, that's a good one.
Mr. Steel, the man of steel, or some shit you come out with.
I'll post his record.
Did you know he's still unbeaten and he's only 30 years old?
You know who else is unbeaten in Europe?
We're not going to talk about that now, right? I'm wrapping this up before I lose people. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it here on the 20 Zone TV. Lucas, fucking really good show you done earlier on, man. Watched a bit of it.
And whoever is in here from the watch along, thank you again. It was a fun time talking to everyone. We talked about food, talked about women, talked about sweets. We talked the whole lot.
We got to do an after-hours show again in the near future.
Yeah, that was a good one. I quite enjoyed that one.
Alfie, thank you for coming on and giving us your.
And people loved my hat. I was in full beach mode today because we were playing a Cypress club. I was just like, you know what? I wish I was at the beach right now.
And Alfie comes in with his Mr. Boys antics, and thank you very much for joining, Alfie. Really do appreciate it.
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'll be doing a watch along for the draw for West Ham United. I hope we get a decent draw. I think if we get a decent draw, we can win this competition. I don't want a big hitter now. I think if we can avoid the big hitters, get to the semi-final, then we'll take anyone. I just think we need to sort out our league form first before we get to that stage. Do you know what I'm saying? Please hit a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If you want to become a member, in the description down below.
And what else?
Hit the notification bell and all.
And share the video if you're really feeling it with your mates.
Yeah, share the video.
Maybe your missus as well.
Yeah, share your
missus.
Your mistress, anyone.
Please share this video. It has been a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 from Alfie. And thanks for that, Alfie.
10 out of 10 from Mr. Moyes.
Good night from us.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.